Hey everyone, welcome back to Alf's Mustang Garage. Today we're working on this 66 Mustang Fastback. We've been doing a lot of work on this car, and a lot of it has been, converting the 6-cylinder that was in there to a 289. But today's video, I'm gonna talk about brake light switches. So we did a power front disc brake conversion on this from CSRP, and one of the issues that I have noticed is your brake lights. If you use the same brake light switch, your brake lights are not going to operate until that pedal is like all the way down to the floor, and you don't want that to happen. You want those brake lights to activate as soon as you step on the pedal. So let me kind of show you what I have going on here. The switch here on the right is like a factory replacement for a non-power car, and this is the ones that I put in here. I will put links in the description for where you can get this switch, but pay close attention to the spring. Like, the spring on the manual switch is just, the coils are much bigger and it's a lot stiffer, versus the power one is a lot easier. Like, I can push that spring in with very little effort, but the manual one, like, if you had this in your hand and you were trying to push this tension down, like, you would notice like a huge difference on how much force it takes to actually activate this. It's because it's designed for a manual brake car. This one's designed for a power brake car. So you'll want to like switch these out for sure. Let me show you how these install. I happen to have this car with the steering column out of it, and so I can give you a really good view on how to put this in. Okay, so I have the steering column out of this car, which makes, connecting your brake pedal to your push rod here on the booster like 1,000 times easier. And it's also 1,000 times easier to like film this whole thing for you. So let's kind of dive in and connect this sucker. But you have your white nylon washer, you have your black bushing going into the push rod for the booster. This brake switch is slotted so it can kind of go right over the pedal stud. The other end goes just right over the push rod. Just like that. Okay, there's your retainer pin in there. So I'm going to try and catch this on camera so you can see how easy that switch actually actuates. So like, just barely hitting the pedal is all I'm doing, and you can actually see, the unit actually actuate right here. If you can see, the pedal is, or the switch is like sliding with the pedal, but this kind of stays stationary, and that's what's activating the switch. Because the way this works is you have like a constant power in one of these terminals, and then as soon as it activates, it's going to transfer the power to the other terminal, and thus send power down to your brake lights. So, but you just want it to activate just by barely touching the pedal. So okay, so all we gotta do is put our connector on. So the only difference is this thing, instead of connecting on this side, it is going to connect on the opposite side, which in most cars I have enough room to make that distance. Just like that. And now you have a brake pedal and a power brake pedal switch that's going to activate just by slightly pushing on the pedal like that. And now you should be good to go. Okay, well, if you found this video to be helpful, give us a thumbs up. If you want to follow us along, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Those little things do help us a long ways when it comes to, you know, continuing to make videos and continuing to kind of do this stuff, which is, you know, hopefully helpful for you guys. So we'll catch you on the next go around.